Shade Our Streams is a revegetation program designed to improve streamside buffers and native habitats. Each site starts with removal of invasive weeds, which are then replaced with native vegetation, and each site is maintained for 3 additional years to keep the invasive species at bay. With these sites installed, runoff will more naturally filter through these areas to improve water quality downstream. Banks will stabilize to reduce erosion, and the effects of thermal pollution will be reduced significantly, improving habitat across the entire region for salmon and other native wildlife.
So the goal is ultimately in the future those plants will grow up and they will provide shade over the stream and bring stream temperatures down in the Clackamas watershed. Throughout the life of Shade Our Streams, we will plant 30 miles of streamside vegetation. And we will do that over the course of 6 years, so we'll plant 5 miles a year. We passed our halfway mark this year, and so we have over 15 miles planted. We do have 2 more years of Shade Our Streams that we're going to enroll, so 10 more miles. So if people live on a stream that is lacking in shade and that runs year-round, they can contact us and we can come out and do a site visit and determine whether or not it's a good fit for the program.
This year we planted 115,000 trees and shrubs. By shading the creek, we also build habitat for wildlife and birds. And also, as the trees get older, they start to break apart and fall into the creek, creating habitat in the creek.
There are tons of ancillary benefits to that. So by reducing invasive weeds in the basin and replacing it with native vegetation, we're improving native wildlife habitat. We're reducing erosion on many of those streams. Plants in the floodplain slow floodwaters, so storm events aren't as dramatic. And while these native plants will do a lot to discourage invasive weeds from coming back, it is until these buffers get really filled in and you've got a really healthy, matured ecosystem, weeds will continue to be a problem. And so the more resources and knowledge we can give the landowners while they are in this program, the more effective they will be at managing their property into the future. And so the more successful our projects will be on a long-term scale, which is really what we're interested in. Shade Our Streams is a really great program because it's free for landowners and we can work with just about any type of landowner. So we work on some public properties, but mostly we work with private landowners that are struggling to manage the weeds on their property or would like to do as much as they can to improve water quality in their stretch of stream.